Welcome back, y'all, to the S.O.B Sports Report Special Edition NFL Free Agency Part 2. We're back with it. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe. My boy Manny, we're getting right into it. All right, y'all. So as we know, in every free agency period, there's always great signings, amazing signings, under the radar signings. But for every one of those signings, there is an Albert Haynesworth, a Sam Bradford, and a Brock Osweiler out there. So Manny, who are some free agents that you believe are going to be overpaid?
So, this is going to sound incredibly hypocritical. Some of my top 10 free agents, right, are going to be overpaid.
That makes my point. His top 10 free agent list isn't a clear top 10 free agent list. It's just a bias of top 10. What the hell? This guy tried going out of his way and saying, I was the Skip Bayless of the show. One, I don't listen to that trash shit. Two, I'm the Skip. Look at the jersey and listen to his points. Get out of here. Thank you, folks, for letting me get that off my chest. I just had to vent a little bit. So, Manny,
a little bit.
A lot of it, all the same. Manny, who are some overpaid free agents that you see are going to happen?
Like I said previously, it's going to be hypocritical. But I got AJ Green. He's going to be overpaid by like a good 40 mil. He's no longer a top 5 receiver, right? So he's going to get paid top 5 receiver off a name brand alone.
Absolutely not. AJ Green will sign a 1-year deal at most for about $12 million. I do not see him getting that much money. He may get Amari Cooper money, but I don't see him getting much more than that. And if he does get Amari Cooper money, it will be a 1-year deal at absolute most. We're going to stick in the same receiver class. Will Fuller. Will Fuller is injury prone, and look how deep this receiver class is. Allen Robinson, AJ Green, Kenny Golladay, Adam Humphries, Corey Davis, the list goes, T.Y. Hilton, the list goes on and on and on. With that being said, why would you overpay for someone like Will Fuller who's going to get hurt for sure? Who's your next overpaid free agent?
It's going to be Trent Williams. The reason I have Trent Williams is not because he's not a great tackle. It's the fact that he's a little over 30 and constantly injury. He's an injury-prone player at this point in time in his career. So he's going to be great serviceable, but he's not worth, he's no longer that elite number 1 tackle as he was previously thought.
How is this man's top-tier free agent going to be an overpaid free agent? It doesn't make any sense. I'm just moving on.
I went with best fit.
I'm moving on. Matthew Judon. Matthew Judon is an edge rusher from the Baltimore Ravens who has a franchise tag fall off. I think he really benefited from having guys like Calais Campbell, Marcus Peters, Marlon Humphreys around him to make his play look so much better. He is going to definitely get paid because the premium for pass rushers is definitely going to be high. Another pass rusher I think that's going to get overpaid as well because he gets overpaid every single year. Jadeveon Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney has only had 32 sacks in 7 years. His best years, he had Whitney Merciless and J.J. Watt around him, and he did it right under Romeo Crennel, who knew how to utilize him, did him his best. And on top of that, he did all his best production as a run stuffer, and he hasn't had a best run stuffing production since 2018.
Speaking of pass rusher, J.J. Watt's going to be overpaid because there's reports of him getting offered 16 to 18 mil a year.
Do you guys see a trend here with this? I love my boy. It's all good, but not much thought into it, it's all good. I appreciate you and I love you. Hunter Henry, going to be easily the most overpaid free agent in this offseason. Hear me out on this. Hunter Henry is a top-tier free agent, and he is the best tight end in this whole free agency class. So it's kind of here on the lines with him. Reason going to be overpaid is because he's really the only top-tier tight end in this whole free agency class. He's going to go somewhere like Jacksonville, he's going to go somewhere like Miami, and they're going to pay him top-tier dollars, where he's going to get paid up there with the Kittles and the Kelseys and things of that nature. When, quite frankly, he should kind of be getting paid around the Ertzes of the world, so.
Okay, so I got Corey Davis overpaid.
You don't need to explain it, bro.
I don't need.
We understand.
We understand. He's going in as the second receiver. See, even the Fox thought that was a trash one. I'm thinking it's a trash one. I'm regretting this one, but yeah, Corey Davis, great free agent pickup, but he's going to be overpaid. Nick, you got anybody else?
Nope.
I got one more, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be happy with this one. AJ Bouye.
Thank God someone not in your top 10. Let's hear about it.
So basically, he was an elite corner in Jacksonville, right?
Yes.
And with the Houston Texans, right? He was trash last year with the Denver Broncos. I mean, he was a serviceable starter, but he's no longer that elite corner that he once was. So he's probably going to go somewhere on a 1-year prove-it deal, and he's going to fail miserably.
Scheme fit cornerback just like Josh Norman, but I wouldn't say he's going to fail miserably. I say he's going to have an up-and-coming year. Alrighty, y'all. So after getting past that abysmal last list that coincidentally had Manny's top 10 players matching with his overpaid free agency players, just going neck and neck like a Venn diagram. How does that make sense, Manny?
It makes a lot of sense. I said perfect fits. I didn't say they're going to be paid properly.
Either way, with that being said, let's talk about under the radar free agents. Under the radar free agents. Tight end, Jonnu Smith from the Tennessee Titans. I would love to see him go to the Miami Dolphins because they can get him on a good contract deal. He's a good blocker. He's a great receiver in space, and his yards after the catch are top tier in terms of tight ends. Who do you have, Manny?
I have Ryan Kerrigan.
I love Ryan
And
Kerrigan.
Same boat as I have him in J.J. Watt. Not the elite pass rusher as he once was, but he's going to be a great number 2 and on pass rushing situations on third down.
Probably in that same situation as J.J. Watt. Will probably be signing a bunch of one-year deal from now on, which is all good. Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson, the top-tier pass rusher from the Saints. He had 13.5 sacks. Since Week 8 of 2019, he has the second most QB hits of anyone behind Aaron Donald. Fun fact. I know it was a crazy fact and blew my mind too. I have him going to the Las Vegas Raiders. He would be an awesome compliment with Colin Farrell and Max Crosby over there who need desperate pass rush help.
See, I got Joe Tooney, right? He's a great guard that can fit any scheme, any offense. Very quarterback-friendly guard and will protect your blind side, right side, any side, wherever you put him.
I would love to see Joe Tooney go to the Cincinnati Bengals. I think he'd do so well with Joe Burrow, and if Trent Williams went there as well, it would be absolutely amazing. Desmond King. He's a versatile cornerback who plays slot and outside. He can also play safety for you, and he can be an awesome return man. I think he should go to the Dallas Cowboys. Reason being, he should go to the Dallas Cowboys. They could really use return help because with CeeDee Lamb, you don't want to risk injury with him. You don't want to risk injury to Tony Pollard, who's going to be possibly your number 1 running back coming up here. And let's be completely honest here. Your secondary is absolutely abysmal, and you guys need help. All the help you can get ASAP.
Oh, dude, it's not even all the help. Send the Navy, send the National Guard. We need everybody.
Send them all, baby.
Send them all.
Who's your last under the radar free agent?
It's going to be Alex Mack.
Okay.
The lead, what was it? He was solid. Amazing center. Amazing in Cleveland. Amazing in Atlanta. So he's going to be the solid veteran, especially if he goes to a young team like Jacksonville, to actually help build that offensive line and protect and actually help mentor that young quarterback, Trevor Lawrence.
I think Marcus May, who would be my final under the radar free agent. Marcus May is a free safety, single high safety as well from the New York Jets. I think he'd fit perfectly right in place of Anthony Harris over there in Minnesota. I think they should slide him in if they can find the cap space to sign him. And with that being said, let's move right on. It's your baby mama's favorite segment, Talking Speed. Producer Christian, what you got for us today?
All right, with not a lot of talk about Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans on where he's going to go if there's an actual trade coming up, do you think he plays this season with the Houston Texans? Nick, go.
Absolutely not. That is the end of my answer to that question. He does not play for the Houston Texans ever again. And if he does, I would be mind blown. Manny?
I have to agree. Like, what was it? He even went up to the coach, the new head coach, saying, I'm not playing. I hate this organization. Like, what kind of question is that, Christian? We already know the answer. He's not playing for the Houston Texans.
You got 2 answers in less than 30 seconds. Congratulations, Producer Christian. Best question you've ever asked.
All right, guys. You guys touched on the subject a little bit with Russell Wilson. He did mention the Dallas Cowboys, knowing Jerry Jones. Do you think he drops Dak Prescott, let him go free agent, and put all his cards in Russell Wilson? Manny, Cowboy fan, go.
I don't want Russell Wilson. I want Dak Prescott. I want a homegrown quarterback, damn it. And Dak Prescott is that homegrown quarterback. He's the proven leader of the team, as you saw from last season. I mean, Russell Wilson, he's great. Super Bowl winning quarterback. Too quiet for my taste for this team. Way too quiet for this team. He's not going to be great. I mean, and he's going to self-implode. Mike McCarthy? Fuck plays for Mike McCarthy in that system? Nobody. That's all I gotta say. I don't want Russell Wilson. I want Dak Prescott, and Jerry is not that stupid.
Nick, go ahead.
So I personally wouldn't want to give away Dak Prescott for Russell Wilson, but if Dak Prescott's going to be just as expensive or even more expensive, why not take the more proven quarterback? So if the question is, would Jerry Jones be willing to pay both of them top tier dollars? Yeah. Put all your chips into Russell Wilson and let Dak Prescott walk into free agency because we don't know how Dak Prescott's going to come back after this injury. So,
all right.
Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us on part 2 of our NFL free agency preview for the 2021 season. Check back next week for another upcoming episode of episode 16 of Talking S. Furthermore, as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. That's my boy Manny.
This is my boy Nicholas.
We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. See you guys soon.